Okay, students, here we are going to start the session today. And so these given instructions are uh, related to MySQL database servers. That means you can download this server uh, from this link. I think this is a outdated version, but if you try, you may download newer versions. But and here we are using actually a web application, and then it is no needed to download by going through uh, these steps. But these steps would be important for you if you are trying to practice SQL without having an internet connection. The offline method, this exam method, kind of things, right? Here, then the same codes can be run and execute and show. We can do practicals with this web application. Okay, you already know that. So the same application will be used for your exam practical test, right? So hope all of you know the way that you can logging into your system, right? So you should log using your own username and password or student account username or password, right? And just after logging to your account, then you have to create a database, right? So you can then according to the specification and instructions and to this server, you then here then you have to very careful at the beginning the way of that you should create a database. Okay, then look at this one, and if you try in this way, what would be the thing happens? And create database MyDB1. Will it be able to create a database? So this is general guideline. This would be worked in what is exam or other kind of environments. So then okay, students, okay, someone, can you please submit provide a login link to the given web application? So some student is asking for help. Then here this problem is when you are creating database according to this guideline, will you be able to create a database in our server? So we know that if it is here, look at this one. It shows some error. Database server at the beginning. You should select database server. Okay, we will try that again. Executing or one again error, the syntax problem, and we know that you can't keep spaces there, right? So like kind this way, or otherwise you have to use a underscore. Even using underscore, will you be able to create a database? So this is a problem related to this web application, right? Not with this code, right? This code is accurate. This would be worked on, execute 100% accurately in what kind of environment. Then SQL that previously learned mentioned environment, these environments. But here according to this web application, just only the beginning is little difference, right? So how you can what format you should create your database. Hope you already know that according to the guideline. Then you have to go through this way, right? Then I will show here. Then students, you may need to so you may need to create. You have to mention this is what some student something, right? This part. And this part S2, S1, or I kind of that way you can create a database like this way. Okay, since I'm logging by using lecturer account, right? You should replace this lecturer by student, right? Then others would be little different, and then you can create account, right? So look at this one query. Okay, one row affected, right? So query seems like okay. Then you can understand the way that it is producing a success message and error message. So these are the most important basics you should understand at the very beginning while you are getting familiar to this system, right? Web application. So when you have created a new database, here I have created 4 databases according to the previous structure, and now okay, recently I have created this one, right? Then I have when you have select that way, it is working like this way. So no need to use may this what okay. Then how you can drop your database? Okay, drop database and your table name, right? Then you have to try. Okay, then one by one accurately you have to type code, right? So then here, so drop database db. Okay, then previously I have created see here this S4 lecturer S4, right? Then if it is executing in proper way, that database data what base should be dropped. Yes, now you can't see there, right? S4, right? Then no database there. So you hope you can understand the importance of creating a database, because of all other tables and other codes are going through that, going on that actually that database, right? Here again, I'm trying to create a database. Okay, then it is better to write the code these commands in capitals. So you can understand they are not case sensitive in your system. Okay, we have created a one. Okay, when you are dropping and again recreating a account, then it would then accord. This is actually something bug like the system. Then again, it is not showing other data of your system, right? Okay. So then again, you can log out that is system bug, right? So after dropping database, then you can't select other databases from the server, right? Don't worry about that. Then you can try log out from the system and right. Then you can try to again okay create a database according to the given structure, right? Then you have to type one by one. Okay, don't copy paste codes. Okay, then today we have to cover very huge amount of codes. So that's why I'm copy pasting codes here. Then you have to when you are doing practicals at the practical exam also, then there are no source for you and to check copy paste or then you have to code by using your memory, right? Then it is very important to understand these codes are actually made. So here this right. Then I am going to create a L5 database. Okay, now I have a new database. So look at this one. So I'm using this database for upcoming all the activities. That means all related these activities would be perform on that database. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have performed then these kind of basic activities. Then use my DB. That part also not working on the system. So others all of others are seems like working. I have checked them, and so then when you are learning theories, you learned about primary key, right? So I'm not going to recall them, right? Then here we are going to the way discuss like what how you can create then you have a table and you have fields of that table. After that, you have to specially mention that what is the primary key. Got that? What is the primary key, right? And the primary key column you have to specify it there. Got that? So then that becomes the primary key. So you know that how importance of primary key in a table, right? Uh, so then foreign key, you already know that the foreign key can be set like this way. This is a syntax, right? Then in practical scenario, we will in this next example, we will discuss the way that how you can implement or build this kind of foreign key or primary key, right? The foreign key, right? Then what is the table that reference, right? The reference table. So foreign key, you know that it is a primary key of another table, right? Then you have to refer that. You have to tell that this is the table. This is there. This is behave there as a primary key. But here, what? This is performing as a primary key, a foreign key, right? Sorry. So this is a syntax. Then look at this one. Then there are these are just tables, but table fields actually and data types. Hope you can understand the difference in between fields and data types and no data. Got that? You are just what? Preparing a table like that, like, right? So there are fields, there are some fields, but no, then there are field names and okay, then there are field names, but no data. Data absent here, right? Then after that, you have to load the data into these tables. But when you have table structure like this, then it is very easy to insert data into these tables. You have learned them, these core related codes in previous practical day schools. Here, okay, today you can try these codes with me, right? And understand. So these are all of codes are working, right? Then you can create tables like these things, right? Then table structures actually. Okay, then don't worry about this. This is the environment that then here look at this one, create employee table here, trying to create this table, right? Table structure, right? Create table, employee table. So here what? Employee number field, and this is what? Data type, right? What does it mean? Why we are calling this as not null? Because of, since it is the primary key, can you keep it as a null value? Null value means what? Empty value, but it is not the zero, it is empty. Hope you can understand the difference in between zero and empty things, right? Then not null constraint, right, has been applied here. So first name, right, then last name and the data types. You learn data types, right? Then this is actually the output success message, right? So we don't know. And here, then these are the codes you have to type yourself. Got that? Okay. Do not copy paste. Okay. You have to type yourself and check whether you can hear what you. Then here we are. So you have already, you always, you have to careful about the success message, right? Then sometimes there may be errors, so due to some spaces, so that kind of things, right? Here this is seems like okay. Then you are going to create a table name using simple, right? Here, employee, right? Then cases, some are upper cases, some are lower cases, right? Then this card seems like okay. Then careful about the brackets, right? This is a starting bracket, right? Starting at this point and closing at this point. Other brackets are in between that two brackets, right? Semicolon mark. Then all these things are important, right? I am describing these things in this stage and in this way because of we are at very okay for initial steps, right? Initial phase, right? Then that's why I'm explaining these things. When after going through some these places, these pages, then we have to go quickly through the other pages, right? Then execute. So query okay, that means success, no errors. Then you can understand that what kind of table there? Then employee table there. Got that? So what happens if you try to what? Select star, select all from employee, select all. Okay, then so since there are no data, it can't show some other data, right? Then we can create other tables also. You can create other table also, right? So then there you can see that there is a problem. Why? Here, right? Okay, primary key is category ID, right? Here, this is okay now, right? So then now you can see the success message. You always have to careful about the success message. Okay, you have to type these codes and practice these codes and understand the syntaxes would be important to yourself. Create tables, whatever you given. Product table. Okay, then you can see again query. Okay, success message. Now in this table, it has structures for these three tables, right? So that's why that is what we have done using these codes, right? Then you know that why we are producing foreign keys. Then we can create relationship in between what? Yeah, foreign key. Then look at this one. There is a what printing mistake or in this document. We have tried to create product table. Got that? So look at this product table. How many fields are there? Right? Product number. This is not the category number, right? Product number. After that, product name. Then product category. So that kind of fields you have to insert there, and relevant field types should be inserted there. Then you can understand. Yeah. Okay. You can understand. Okay, what type of table structure should be formed according to this? Okay, you can understand what are the fields, what are the relevant data types, right? Of product table. So others, then you can try to select all records and fields from these tables. I think still we can't find any data in this table, since still their data okay, not displaying any data. I tried to display all the data in product table. Since there are no data, okay, output seems like this way of product table. So all the table, alt, changing the table, right? Here, look at these things, and we have to cover a lot of things, okay, within today. Okay, then here, lot of contents should be covered within today. Okay, we have just covered these things, right? Then okay, then you can understand the speed we should keep or maintain within this session, right? Okay, then understand basics properly at the beginning. Then since you know already these codes, then it might be very easy to understand these things, right? Then here all the tables. Then this is the syntax. Syntax means what? It is some structure. You can understand how you can change fields of a table or change table contents, right? When you know when you know this syntax, so you can apply requirements of alt table related things according to this syntax. So then here, you know, that's why these syntaxes are very important. Right, then here alt table employee, we already have table employee table in our table, our database, my table. Previously we created employee table. Otherwise, this code, if that table is not available within this database, then this is meaningless, right? It would display some error, table not found or something, right? Here, since the table is available at this web's database, then we can write alt table, add NIC number. Then here, this is what? Data type. Okay, then data character limit, right? This one. So then we can, you have to, since you know the prototype or syntax, then you would be easy to, what? Right? Then alt table, right? And employee. Okay, then case sensitivity is not affecting here, right? Then if needed, as traditional way, you can code like this way or the table or other kind of thing, right? But it is employee add NIC number. Then what is the thing you are performing here? NIC number is adding into the table, right? Then it is data type, so we can perform like this way. So it is also success, right? Still no data, right? Did we add data into table? Okay, previously there is a data inserting option there. Okay, then you can insert data if needed. Okay, here insert data into what? Employee. Look at this one. Values. Here 536. Okay, Sarat. Okay, so here, so according to the previously we know that table structure, right? Then it's know that when something given in first, that is matching with employee number. Something given in second in this style, right? That is associated with first name. So if we give this code like this way, you code this one, so that Sarat's data would be added into the site, right? Right, then we can make this M capital. Then you have to be careful other parts of this database. Then you can error. So what would be the error? Here count doesn't match value count at row 1. Look at this employee table. Employee table has, so this is employee number. After that, first name and last name, it is Vasha, and third one city Vasha, and this one birth year again integer, right? Salary integer, right? Bonus integer, right? So seems like okay. There may be a very little syntax or some kind of. Okay, then I think there is already that data. Okay. Then after that, we'll see how. Mhm. Okay, we will continue again here. Then we were discussing about the way that altering table. After that, so deleting column from a table. Then how you can deleting a column of a table? You already had a this added. You already added NIC number. After that, if needed, you can delete column NIC number. So previously we added that, right? Here this time previously we have added, then we mentioned that this one was employee number, previous one mentioned as capital, then this is case sensitive, right? Otherwise it won't work. So then that's working. Then after that, so drop table, So previously, if you have a table called as person, previously there was no table called as a person. We didn't have created a table as person. The previous ones are employee, category, and product. What would be happen if we try to delete a table, drop a table by giving this command? Since there are no persons in this database, it would be definitely create a error message, right? So unknown table database lecturer in this particular database. So student, you can try to insert data into this in this way, right? So next value, okay, we will check that whether this one working. Okay, then that data added into this table, right? You can understand insert into a employee. So Nihal, so Gamage, then Maharagama. This one working, right? So the previous one, why it is not working? Look at this one. Might be where some syntax error or that kind of thing while it is copying this one. Can't clearly see there. Then here, then if we are adding, inserting, insert into employee, then 536 Sarat. So entering these data would be important at the beginning because of other upcoming activities are based on these data. Okay, student, do you also try to insert this data? So that is also seems like okay now. Then now we can ask to what display all the uh, records of employee table. Select all from employee. You have to type this one and find all the records. Then these entered records can be seen at in our tables now, right? Then altering tables, you already know now that, and if needed, you can we mentioned that you can then here since there is no what employee number, so here previously we added NIC number to this table. Look at this one. If it is adding, we are just adding the field there, right? We are not inserting number there. Then by default, it is displaying as null. Then order table drop column, this one we already have done, right? Then drop table, we mentioned that how we can drop. Then if we what would happen if we drop employee table? Then all the contents and employee table structure all are getting deleted from what? This database, because of that existing or what located at this database. So these are the basics. Now you know basics, right? Then we can quickly insert data like this way and produce tables, right? Then we have two persons, Nihal and Sarat. Then we can, so after that, another person we can insert. So this one, Kamal, into database. Here, insert into. So this is actually related to previous output, previous card, right? Then this one, now we are trying to perform employee number, first name, birth. So here we are trying to insert data to these specific fields, right? Look at this importance. Here we are mentioned what fields we are needed to be added here. So previously, what is the difference? These things. So without okay, then without mentioning fields, we can insert data into by default what? By using the order of columns in the original table. But if we needed, okay, we can so we can mention some selected fields or all fields like this way and enter values into that table, right? So Kamal Silva. So seems like okay, codes, then numerical values, and this is character value. Okay, that's why it is inside of this quotation, and this is numerical integer data type, and this one. Okay, seems like okay, and should be executed there. Okay, then that record also has been added into the employee table. So student, hope you can understand these things. Then you can now you can we can go quickly through these things. So if you are needed to create add these records into these tables, now you can understand, right? There are two methods to insert data, then according to original order of fields. Otherwise, you can insert selected required fields only. Okay, then I think you can handle these things now, and update commands. Then next one, how you can update. So how we can, or where or when we can use this one. Right, we here when you have a table, if you are needed to update some column values, so you can. This is an example. Update employee, right? Set city can be where first name is Kasun. You can see here, this is not a good approach of giving commands, right? Queries or what kind of things here. All the Kasun, right? There may be one Kasun or multiple Kasuns, so many Kasuns, or maybe same name can have multiple people, right? Then all the Kasun first names would be updated as can be. Got that? So previously, we don't know what city of Kasun. If Kasun city is different than Kandy, it would be updated, right, into Kandy. So that is the way that this update command works. So this is the updated table, right? So previous tables, the Kasun Munasingha's what? City would be a different city like Gaul, right? So now it has been updated into Kandy. Why? Due to this update command. Now you can perform your task, students, yourself, right? Then to update Kasun's information, there should be a record called as Kasun, right? Belong to Kasun. Otherwise, you can't. How you can update when you don't have a record, right? Okay, then select statement. You already know these statements. You learn them in class. Then here, select star from table name. After that, so you can select. That means these are the ways you can select. Then here, you know that if you have a so when we have a table called employee or other name, you can select the required fields. Okay, then first name and last name from employee, then only displaying of all the right records regarding to first name and last name of employee table 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 7, right? So when you give select all employee table, right, then it would display as that way. Then since we have only two inserted records, right, it would display okay three there, and first name and last name of employee table. Three records can be seen here. So you know what would happen after selecting this way? Select star and select distinct statement. Now we can quickly go through these things. Select distinct. Distinct means what? Here there is a spelling some error. Distinct, T-I-N-C-T, right? And distinct. So distinct means different, right? Can't be repeated. So if Matara or something appears two times, it is not in record like this way. We already know that. Here the Matara, it is appearing three places, but it is displaying here once. Why? Due to this distinct command, right? And this our table actually no, there were no repetitive values. Here distinct here select. You will see how employee table so then Madhara, Maharagama, Candy. Then if we needed to add okay something from Madhara, then two persons are there Madhara. If there, then that would work in different way, right? So if needed, okay, we will add another person from Madhara. Five three. So who's the person that from other one from Madhara? So we will go through this table because of upcoming activities would be aligned with this table. So 536 after that, this person from Madhara, Sunil, right? Sunil the Soisa. Uh, 539. And in 85, 35,000. Bonus 4,000, right? So query okay. Then select star from employee would display for records, right? Student, what would happen if you lost with this semicolon mark? So what? Again, it is displaying in this environment, but it is okay. Don't do that in your practical test, right? Otherwise, you will lose marks. right? Then here, then Madhura, Maharagama, Gandhi, Madhura. Then two persons are from Madhura now, right? Then if you use distinct from select distinct city from employee, what would be the thing happens, right? Oh, there is something there. So what is error? Select distinct city uh, from employee table, right? No problem. So here, then look at these things. Mathura, Maharagama, yes, Maharagama can be. Only the different things are displaying here. So like that way, you have to do your practical activities. Where clause, you already know that. Then so where clause, then you know the way that where clause can place there. We already learned these things in theory section. Select star from product. So where condition, okay, can be used for this task at this point. Product category is equal to 2. So product category means same category related things can be displayed or some related, so some table, right? So here there should be to perform this code there should be some data of product table, right? So we check that whether we have entered data into a product table or not. No, right? No, right? Then if we have entered data like this, then you would be able to what? Perform that activities. So you can try to perform these activities, right? Then next one. So where condition can be given codes around text fields here. Is this is correct? Right? Then you can understand the mistake that has been done here. Then when it is providing correct text, something text, that means data type should be variable character. So then you have to give in produce it in inside of quotation sites, right? This way. Okay, then you can, student, now you have to, then from here we will careful about the points what you care. Then here, then all these, sometimes here these characters, then uppercase part and this part, then here fields. So field you have to, when you are producing field, right, or table, right, you have to mention that is exactly to matching with case. Here then, here these are not matching case, right? Select is not a field, right? Come on, you can give that using what upper cases or lower cases. But when you are mentioning some specific table or field, so that would be case sensitive. So now you can understand what is correct and what is wrong part. Then we learned about this kind of operators. Okay, you know about these things, right? Then here, look at these examples. So an operator and an operator example. Look at this one. Select star from employee where first name Kamal and last name Silva. Right? Look at these character cases. Right here, it has been used capital, and here simple s. Maybe what? Sometimes so here it is okay. Then you have to in sometimes it's work. It depends with data DBMS, database management system. Then you have to careful, and you have to, then normally you should type capital K here, right? Like that way, that kind of proper mentioning words or characters would be important. Then no operator. Then previously we mentioned that we come first name, then here and last name must be Silva. First name Kamal, last name Silva. Then only the Kamal Silvas are displaying according to uh, this what given command, right? Then here, if there are two persons or multiple persons who are named as Kamal Silva, then their record would be displayed. That would be also possible, right? Kamal Silva, there may be multiple people, right? Then when you are searching on some social media website, right? Then when you are searching for Kamal Silva, then you can see what? Multiple persons called name means Kamal Silva. So that means what? So it is trying to access data from a database, right? Then finally it is displaying that data. So that is a simple way that data displayed in systems. Operator example. So or may operator, then here Kamal or Nihal. Then Kamal's and Nihal's records are displaying it, right? So you may try to enter data. Then there should be what? Yeah, this is work. This should be work because of so these records are available in our employee table. Kamal's and Nihal's were there. Then it should be work. employee table where first name Kamal or first name Nihal. Yes, should be work. Right, then Kamal or Nihal could be displayed. So look at this one, and important thing is what? Understand, then you can what? Then when you know this code, then you can create a what prototype for syntax there. What? In field number 1 or field number 2, and what? Value 1, value 2, like that way. Then you can practice these codes, and automatically you would understand the pattern. Then you would be able to recall the code, the pattern or the code. So that's the way you can learn SQL, right? Then and on or, so you can use these things, right? So study these things and try to run or execute these codes in your database. Here, look at this one. The select star from employee where city is Mathura, and look at this one. So combining and no. Use parentheses, right? For complex expressions. First name Zonil or first name Sarat. Okay, then O. So only one of these two enough needed to be satisfied. And this must be satisfied while it is generating outputs, right? City must be Madhara, but first name can be Sunil or Sarat, right? Sunil or Sarat would be displayed then that way. So student, you can try these codes. I will provide some time for you. So you can, if needed, then you can understand the entering data into site is very important, your tables. Then enter data into your tables. Otherwise, when you don't have data, right, then you can't, you can't handle this data, right? Proper way. Right. So that kind of data are not available in my employee table, right? City Madharan, first name Sunil or first name Sarat. Oh, maybe case sensitive. With some character problem, right? Then code is okay. Some characters are not typing properly. Some due to what these codes kind of things, maybe characters, right? Okay, but not displaying. So anyway, that's the way you can filter data from a table. After that, order by keyword. So here, then order by keyword can be used here for. So we learned that uh, yes, some character problems you can understand here. Character problems when you miss some characters, then you won't get outputs, right? So that kind of things can be happen. So when you are okay, when we are right, we have to accurately. Then here order by keyword. Order by keyword, then you already know that. Select star from employee, order by first name, what ascending order, right? Then ascending order you can see here. Then alphabetical order you can see these characters, right? So you can see here these things in ascending order regarding to my employee table, alphabetical order regarding to a first name. So if you select what kind of thing, a numerical value related field, birth year, what would be the thing happens? Birth year, at the then all the records are changed according to birth years ascending order. So that is numerical related thing. You can understand what come first, what can next and later. So that is the way we can handle data, that kind of environment. Then next one is top clause, right? Then student, you can try to implement these codes and try to get output related to these things. I will give 3 minutes for practice these things. Okay, if you have not sufficient data in employee table, you can try to add more records into employee table. Then you would be able to handle or manage these data in a proper way, and you can understand by that records the basic concept by using records, right? Then here, how select top values from a table, start from employee limit to, right? So that means top persons are at table would be displayed. So then next one, like operator. How this like operator works, we already know that. And select star from employee where first name like S percentage mark, right? Then look at this one. When starting character is like S, so that would be displayed. So only these records are displaying here. Okay, students, try to use this like command, right? This one. Okay, you can type these codes yourself and practice these codes, right? I will give 2-3 minutes for practice these codes regarding these examples. Okay, then city start from MA. So Matharam Maragam people would be displayed here according to. Then in our table, there were only 4 records, my one. Then you have to add more records. So while we are discussing these things, you can build your with databases and tables, right? So Maharagama and Matra persons are here. Then here select this one. We mentioned that this one the outputs which are generated here. Here the next one, next example here, this kind of thing. So if you have insert this kind of records, then it can try with this one SIN. You do SIN at the middle. Okay, then try to insert records related to these two into employee table, right? And after that, try this one, whether that one works or not. Okay, next one. This one, last name not like sin, right? Then when it is giving like the last name not like sin, that means these records would not be displayed in table, and other records would be displayed there, right? Delete command. Then we can delete from table. That means look at this one. This is the syntax. So some columns value can be deleted. For an example, look at this is the previous table, and delete from category C name handmade. That means category name handmade record, all record get deleted after executing this code. Understood? Then so delete all rows. Then after that, that way you can perform that. So how we can delete a record? So we have then here, if we are deleting from this employee table, delete from employee, where what? We can give any matching one, right? Where what birth year is 1985. So when we are giving numerical value, we know that we are not giving inside of brackets, since it is a integer. Got that data type of that value. So that way you can delete records from your table. So if you have added more than 6, 7, or 8 rows, you can try to delete a record from some specific table. Okay, try now. I will give 2 minutes. So the next one, delete all rows. So what is the difference in between dropping a table and delete all rows? So here the keep the table structure in same way, but all the records, that means all the rows uh, are getting deleted when you are making this kind of code, right? So try yourself, create a table, some sample table. You don't delete some major tables, otherwise the major table records, right? So then sample table, you can try to delete these things. So delete from a table name, or delete star from, that means delete all from table name. So here you can see that no need to mention all, and also it is deleting all records. Okay, so you can try yourself, and also I will show Okay, I will create some sample table and show this activity. I will give 2 minutes. Okay, create a table and insert around three records into that table and try to delete all records from that table. Okay, student, were you able to create a table like this one, and were you able to drop all the records from that table, right? These records would be very important for your practical exam and also final exam. Continuing the records in table. Students, in previous sessions, we learned about the way of counting number of records of some specific table. And here there is an example, select count star from employee. Got that? So select count star from employee means, here we have, so we all have, I believe that all are having a table called as employee. Then we can give this command count inside of bracket star from employee table. Then finally it would display a number of records of that table. Select number of records of employee table. Here count is displaying in my table. Count is displaying as 4 because of it only contains 4 records. So hope you have a table more than 7, 8, 9, 10 rows there. Then so counting number of values in particular column in a table. Right here, this syntax from table name count particular column. That is specific column name should be produced there, and select count first name from employee. Then what? So we are not asking general table. So we are specifying a table, some field. Got that? when you specify some field, then count of that field. So it search for that field or that column and trying to, okay, it will try to what? Count number of records comes under that specific column. So try to, then it would display as that way. Then here, then our one first name was like that, this way, right? Select count first name from employee. Then I think F first capital and N also was capital. Yeah. Then again, it is showing the count as 4. So you can try. I will give 3 to minutes for practicing these chords, right? It's very important to practice these chords while you are learning these chords at actually the very beginning, very first time, right? So next things we have to discuss are selecting data from another user's table would be important. The selecting, then it should be provide permission for access other users' data. That means permission granting scenario happens there. So using column aliases, we have discussed mainly theories regarding to these sections in previous day school sessions. Okay, then okay, we have to discuss other half after the break, right? Okay, here we are going to end the meeting for now. Then after that, after 30 minutes, we will start the meeting again. You can produce required table in detailed way. Then it would help you to manage these chords in efficient or proper or meaningful way, actually meaningful, right? So then that's all for now. We will join back after the break.